No, it's not that.
Thank you, Santa. I don't want to, it's gross.
It's all squishy and
What
gross.
did you do?
I tried to save a pass, and I got it for Tristan, and I looked up, and boom, right into that corner of the wall by the stage.
Did you knock yourself out? Concussion? I know. Look on the board, there's some info for you.
When change.
There's about 12 seconds in it.
Add
Enough as far as 3/4.
notify.
The 10:20 is like an example of a grade, so if you have half the total points that are possible, something major is missing from it. If you have a nothing out of the total points, that means that you really suck in some way or other. That was you a couple of times.
Paige, I'm coming back by you.
No,
Fine.
I'm kidding.
Your plan was due today. I'm gonna comment too, looking back through those lab notebooks that were not turned in the last time. Young people, I'm gonna nail you hard on them because there's no detail.
What plan?
About what?
For
Anything.
presentation.
What was?
Oh.
Stop a second, listen to everything I'm saying. Last time I took lab notebooks, if you remember, I had 3 people turn them in. 4 people turn them in, my bad. Those people who didn't turn them in, they quickly wrote a bunch of crap down. I don't read bad stuff, so. Listen, details are killing you. Just simply writing stuff down like, oh, we changed the focus of the light. Really? Up, down, degree?
Sounds like something I would do.
Somebody wrote that they were looking at the onion slides and they changed the light.
Yeah.
To purple?
Blue,
Add more?
Maroon.
yellow.
Allow less light through? How did you change the light? Did you add a flashlight to it?
I did.
Did you add a candle?
Details, young people, details. We've been spouting details now for,
A whole year?
oh yeah,
Details and replicatable.
yeah. Ah,
And you heard that all last year too, right? Probably in both of our classes separately.
devil's in the details. Nice haircut, Hunter.
Thank you. He
We
looks
need
like a
detail.
4-year-old.
No, he doesn't. Looks nice. Looks very
Oh, I
delicate.
look young.
It's okay.
Hunter, did you win your bet with Keegan?
You are.
Those grades right there, when like 10 out of 20 or 0 out of 20, don't look in the grade book for that. Look in Edmodo for that.
That's a good thing.
Great.
Hunter, did you win your bet with Keegan? Yoo-hoo.
So some of you will be doing some things over? Question mark? Exclamation point?
Yeah.
Plans. We need to talk. We read one plan last night.
Come on.
I'm guessing you have like a grading circle each night.
No.
Yeah, I looked a little bit ago, there were 2.
Well, and they're not
Every
due until
plan's
class
turned
period,
in.
right? So don't panic. Erica was ready to jump all over that one. Yeah, they're not due until this class period, but the one that we looked at last night, Daniel.
Of course.
Can you bring it up? Because I don't quite remember what he put.
Yeah, I turned them on.
In my defense,
Well,
I
what's
had
fine,
an
'cause I
head
didn't
injury.
remember.
Google Drive.
Brooklyn's is in there,
Trevor went retarded.
and they were supposed to
Hey,
be in
don't
there
say the
before
R word.
class
Trevor
today.
went
All right.
dumb.
So Daniel had for his
Just hurt really
plan,
bad.
and it worked for mine. So
Did you cry?
Yeah.
I have a tear.
It was a little loud. but
it is
stayed.
because he has shared it with
Tracy,
your
you have
K-12
headphones?
on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, maybe.
I feel like this.
Daniel, bring
Nobody
yours
wants
up.
to
Bring
feel
your
your
plan up.
forehead.
Speak
I
quick.
cracked my skull, I'm pretty sure.
Young people, when you share your
That's what it feels
plan
like.
back out, you have to share it for him at jschneider@pastinnovationlab.com.
Why?
That's what his Google's already logged into. So it'll just be easier if you do that. Bring your plan up, kiddo.
SDinnovationlab.com.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It says I got 0 for
So where
30.
are we supposed to like
Yeah,
go
how-
with
how-
this?
Hang on a minute. He gave you a spot to put it. And don't put anything yet because I'm gonna guess that some of yours are gonna sound just like Daniel's. You can't find his anymore.
Yes, I know where it is.
Daniel, you
but my
suck.
computer's
Look,
freaking
Daniel,
out.
hit last modified.
Ah,
It'll
Daniel
put- it'll put it
sucks.
top.
Ha! I knew it.
Daniel's plan is this.
It's a good plan.
It is not a good plan, Daniel.
It is
anything but.
Mr. Schneider, nothing is a good plan to you.
No, Dan, this even,
that's
not according to Mr. Schneider's plans. I first plan to go through all of the terms and give them a definition.
It's a good plan.
Then I plan to go and verbally explain how a Punnett square works with a diagram of a Punnett square next to it.
Is
Time
there
out,
anything
time
bad
out.
there so far?
Did he spell any of this right?
I spelled all of it
It's
right.
all
for
spelled
once.
right, yes.
Is there
Wow.
anything bad so far?
Alright, listen,
No, not really. Well, he just needs more detail in what he's doing.
yeah,
And like,
Details are not important.
they are. I wanna know what you're gonna say, Daniel.
But Daniel, I want you to go raise some hogs. Except, wait, no, that's the instructions that I'm gonna give to Erica, and she's gonna raise your hogs with your money.
No.
And that's
And
all
that's
the
it.
instructions she gets.
I like that idea.
I wouldn't trust Erica.
Erica, go raise
Yes, but
some
you don't have a
hogs.
choice, because here's the deal, she needs to replicate your procedure. And in order to do that, the only thing you're telling her is to go raise those hogs. She happens to think that giving them balloons filled with apple juice are a good thing.
Alright,
It's
good
like
thing.
pour pure cocaine into their trunks.
And they should be free range.
Definitely wasting all your money.
So, if they get hit by a pickup, that's your fault, because you raised stupid pigs.
Yeah, I
You got
Nice going, Erica.
So,
Killed my pit.
how many
Daniel,
of
that's a good
you
thing
have
there.
something very similar to what I just read with Erica, which is very similar, and Daniel's?
I'm just gonna be completely honest, I didn't
I didn't do
plan
it.
yet,
I didn't
but I would.
I had a head injury yesterday. In my
plan.
defense.
No,
You should fix your plan before you
my
build.
computer's broken.
Design cycle.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do I get this
So
on?
is this actually, are we supposed to actually build it like, our like presentation on a PowerPoint, or can we
No.
do something else?
No,
You
you
have
put it
to
on
build
Google.
it on
Yeah.
Google Slides.
You have to build it on there.
I want you
It's
to
not
learn how to use Google Slides in addition to doing this assignment.
Oh,
Okay,
please
so
God,
our
no.
plan doesn't need to be on Google Slide, or in Google.
You want
I asked you to put your plan on my plan.
Yeah, I did
Yes.
most.
Can we just make a new
Not all
slide
of
for your plan?
I'll fill this out in a minute, you go back and get your computer out, kiddo.
And if you don't remember the instructions, I asked you to make new slides, or one slide, or two slides, or whatever you need, at the beginning of the one that I made. So, the reason I did that is if you need to share something with somebody else, or if you're doing something for your senior project, and you want one of your buddies to look at it, you want your aunt in California to look at it, you can send them a link to your Google slide presentation, and they should be able to mess with it, to put in some suggestions for you. So you need to learn how to pull things off the internet, manipulate them, and get them back to someone. That's a life skill anymore. It didn't used to be. It is now.
No.
You guys, this is really your opportunity to redneck this information down. You all know how Punnett squares work. I want you to be able to teach someone else how a Punnett square works.
But that's your job.
I'm mainly
No.
confused
No, no,
on
no,
how
no,
we're
no.
supposed to
So-
edit this.
When you run all of those things through your brain,
Wait,
that you
time
have
out.
to run through your brain, you get them burned into your brain and they stay there.
So that's what
There's an
you do?
old saying that you never really know something until you have to teach it to somebody else.
So basically what teachers do, they're just burning our brains with information.
Know what?
Is that what you're saying?
When I used to sit behind that desk and project everything on the wall, way back when,
Way
Like-
back in the day?
2000,
When you barely knew how to teach.
2002, 2004,
Okay.
I got it burned into my brain because I did all the work. The kids sat here and either paid attention or didn't. But I learned it.
Been there.
I used to be able to tell you, and you can go to, if I can find the right book, I can go to page 54, and on the right-hand side, about 2/3 of the way down, there's a purple box about this big that explains Brownian motion, how the atoms in your chair are vibrating.
Last time my chair vibrates.
And I did that so many
That was
times
your part.
that I know right where that is in that book. But I learned it. Did the kids?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Young
If they
people,
tried hard enough, they did.
They're probably like here.
This
why
makes
am
you
I-
try hard enough.
right, and he's given you a Google slide presentation. You need to learn how to save that in your own folder, not just copy and paste the information into a new one.
No.
That is a skill you're going to have to do, and part of the reason for that is because Alex is just copying those 4 slides over to a new slide. to a new presentation? What if it was 110 slides?
That's why you just make a copy of it.
That would take for
There you go.
days.
Are you
It's
listening?
not that
Are you
hard.
listening? It isn't
Yeah.
that hard.
It's really a simple
It is
concept.
a simple concept. Here's the deal with that. These two are struggling with it because
They've never used
they've
it.
never had to use it as much as you guys
Well,
have.
maybe they
So
should
when that
learn.
happens,
Well, how did you learn
pulled
it?
out from underneath that.
I winged it.
You had to do it.
I winged it.
It's a really
And
simple
now
thing.
look where I am. I'm a sophomore in high school. I really passing.
It's like
Oh well.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
like have you ever
Not like I'm gonna get anywhere in life.
You're gonna get,
No.
You're gonna be just what your dad.
Nice. Where's his?
No.
those thingies.
No.
I looked it up and
I-
I went to anime.
What?
Oh.
Go to the top. Which I want you to get your menu, so I don't want it on the screen.
Your Christmas tree was in the funeral.
Yeah, we keep it up there. We add it.
There you go.
His house doesn't have enough room.
Yeah.
There's an attic in
Yeah.
there. That's
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And there's like one little light that's like just kind of like pointing at it. It's
File maker.
sketchy. But besides the case, we couldn't find my dad, so we were looking around it and I see the embalming room light is
You
on.
make a copy of Google Drive.
So I go in there, see everything there. There's nobody in there. There's a dead person. I'm like, "Bleh!" And I walk out and I threw up.
Okay. See how much easier that is.
Yeah.
Those, you guys, those are really simple questions too. When you don't know how to use a tech thing like that, just ask. We'll drive you nuts a little bit until you try something. I can't.
Mrs. Schneider, you've been driving me nuts since 8th grade.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It is.
Yeah, you get in there.
I've been grinding my gears since like 8th grade.
When you play the game, and you get to the end of the game, then I'll sign for it.
Just a minute.
the last thing modified in here from you was September 1st, 2015.
Over here,
What?
get into that,
According to this, the last thing modified
and
in my Google Drive is September 1st.
Why do they have anonymous people in there?
it's not really hard.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Mr.
so we're supposed to
Schneider.
be doing some.
Because before it, I think, right? You wanted the plan before you.
I need a plan before I have a final.
Kiddo, in the presentation that you
Yes.
were giving them, very first slide should be their plan.
Okay.
The first slide should be your plan.
Look at all these rubrics I never turned into anybody.
Now who needs some problems? Do you need problems? I can give you one.
No, Mrs. Schneider, don't give us more problems. We
Look at
already
all
have a
these
big enough
rubrics.
problem. God!
I can't make it.
Yes, you can, that's
No,
idea.
you're
Yeah.
supposed to explain how you're going to do your presentation.
Me
Very
first.
simple, huh?
So then after we do our
Does he
plan,
have
we
a
want to,
Google Drive already?
Trevor, maybe you should
No,
listen.
it goes into Edmodo. Stop throwing things, kiddos. Your plan goes into Edmodo, guys.
Mrs. Schneider, why must you confound us so?
You weren't here last time. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I didn't understand what he said.
In 1 second. A lot of times, the things that we explain to you and we want you to do are things that'll make you a better employee. This particular one, this plan, this design, will make you a better boss.
Without it.
I'll never be.
Why?
Because this is your presentation, this is something that you want done, but you have to write instructions for one of the morons that works for you to go do it. And if I can't take your plan, your design, and give it to some other moron and have them do a good job and come out with what you want, you didn't make a good design.
Well, if we're the boss, can't we just fire him?
Yeah.
It's still not done and you have to have it, because that guy that wants to pay you to do something needs this next week or tomorrow or Tuesday.
And here's the other part of the skill that he's not really mentioning. So I give Erica this problem to do, that she needs to do this, and then Erica has to continually ask me how to get it done. She's also going away.
Fired!
Fired.
Fired!
I don't know why.
You're living in a
You
box!
have to be able to make a plan, you also have to be able to follow a plan.
You're not always, I'll be honest with you, and you're all gonna come upon a boss who she could do everything absolutely the way that I want it done, and I might still be a turd. And
Especially in some
Mrs.
stuff,
Schneider,
they can fire you without.
You've been a turd since our 8th grade year.
I have, yes.
Mr. Schneider, I need help,
You
please.
call her a turd.
Yeah?
You can't be mad at him if he's right.
Turd.
She's been
So we have to make
stick
a
in our
design
butts
set plan
since
or
8th
what?
grade. I
Yes,
mean,
that should have, listen,
Let's
your
be honest
plan
here.
should have been done for class time today.
oh, I failed.
I made the mistake of making it a different thing first.
I made a
What
mistake
did
of
you do
actually
first?
reading that book.
I like
You built, yes, now, get rid of your bill.
I made the mistake of playing Battlefront
Yeah.
Sounded
all
like
day
you were
yesterday. Yeah. Parker.
I woke up at 11, ate lunch.
Parker, I made a mistake of playing Battlefront, watching Breaking Bad all day yesterday.
What are you gonna do first? And why are you gonna?
Oh wait, it wasn't a mistake.
It's not gonna be one slide.
No, 1, 2, 3, whatever they need. When you write down first, I'm gonna do this. Why is that first?
Paige, why do you hate me?
And yes, I'm going to ask that question.
Darn it, no.
Think about it.
Scream so much.
When somebody tells you to do something, isn't the first thing you do is go, that's stupid, why do I have to do this first?
That's what I always say.
Put it in there. Why do you have to do this one first? This one is second. Because you have to know that other thing before you do this. But you have to know this before you do that next thing.
Good jams, darn it, Squire.
I think Jamin's in the Lemmings.
Yeah.
Furry family. He's gonna make rabbits.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Does that help, Paige? Does that get you what you need?
Yeah, I think so.
What are you going to do first? And why are you going to do that first? And how are you going to do it?
Nope.
I don't know.
You are clicking furiously because...
Because I made a text box and I want that
Wait,
music.
I'm getting to that.
After my cat
Yeah.
goes
Click on
in,
it into it.
jump on my legs.
Get up here. See that giant plus sign?
Mrs. Schneider, why do you hate me so? You are a
You have to get on the border to delete the border.
Yeah, they gotta do.
But then dogs
You
kind of
know.
suck. Parker,
What?
we don't wear hats in school, kiddo. You didn't say it.
But I am the
found it,
crappy
Paige.
Santa Claus. I break into your house and then...
And you've just been Grinched.
Whoa.
Did I almost spell this? Is that spelled right?
Did I almost spell this right?
No. Ain't none of them spelled right.
Are we surprised?
No.
Nope, I'm
Don't
not.
judge my spelling. I asked for a reason, so I could at least have planned halfway spelled right.
Those you spelled right, you just put a space in the middle of them. Don't know why. No, you're good.
Gosh,
When was I over?
I know. Does it look like I put that effort in?
I'm pretty sure like over half the girls in America don't even care anymore.
Okay, seriously,
No shave
it's
November
winter.
is
I don't
over.
wear shorts or anything. You can't see it.
So you don't play basketball anymore?
It's not like you
That's
can
why I
see
don't
it
want to do
because this is
research.
covered and this is covered, so all you see is this little...
Hey,
So
Paige!
you just
Look who's
shave it?
here!
My mom. Yeah, she's
Hi,
giving me a
Nicole.
check.
Say, we're not here, thus you can't talk to us.
You want to see my head? You want to
Paige,
feel
you are
it?
in lots of trouble.
Actually, I'm not. She's
Touch
bringing
my
me
head.
money.
I ran into the wall by that corner of
I want some money.
Holy cow.
Did I crack my head, you think?
No, but boy, you got a good noggin going on there.
Pretty hard.
That wall
might
by the
turn a little-
stage, I hit it on the corner of that.
Mason got why? He just took my food.
It's mine. She gave it to me willingly.
No, she didn't.
Lies. No. I'm gonna invite you.
What is that?
Yeah?
Turkey lasagna.
Oh,
Paige, is that what you don't like?
She never tried it, she can't say she doesn't like it.
sounds like something my mom would say. She's never tried it, so she doesn't.
That
Awesome.
Did she get that
You know-
quote for being a
Which one?
You gotta grab those moments.
What?
Did she get a quote for being a young
No, all the aunties.
duh.
Oh, there.
Fight me.
I will fight, yo.
I got a whole
Put
bunch
your
of
dick
them.
in the dirt. Damn it.
Put your dirt in your vagina.
Cool.
What's the
I
definition?
don't give
So you admit
Young people, your plan,
Is it like an outline?
your plan is a full plan. It is not a, I'm going to go get stuff. Your plan is, I've already gone out and got this stuff. This is what it is. This is how I'm using it.
I did
Incorporated.
not know that. That would have been
Yes.
helpful to know.
I have been telling you that for a year and a half.
I've been ignoring that for
I know
years
that.
now.
How's that working for you?
Not good.
Losers.
A little bit, yeah, but it's all the information. It's just
Do we do it
So
on
will we
here?
be using
No.
tense?
why.
Roasted.
This is what we already got.
Yes, you do.
Please stop being so mean to Trevor. He's
But I haven't
special.
done it yet.
It's funny.
Make
There.
things, so I have to say I will.
No.
Now my head hurts.
You want them to have
Oh, look at what you did.
I do.
Thanks.
Stop talking for a minute. They've known this. They've known this for a year and a half. Here's the deal. Your plan is not what I plan to do in the future.
Well,
Your
mine's-
plan is how to build. You have to know what the info is to build with. The only way you can plan to build with something is if you know what you have. Thus, you must have the information in order to plan it. If you are planning to go out and do a bunch of research, that's not planning. That's not planning a build, that's you planning how you're going to research.
Dude.
So, here's the other part I will give you all a really big hint on. If I see a single copied definition, I'm going to fail you on the whole thing.
Decent.
Daniel, copy a definition.
Trevor, copy definition.
I saw a video.
Remember, presentations, you guys, are getting
his arm,
information
like,
across.
snapped.
It's
And
not
his
just
elbow
you
was, like,
reiterating
popped
what
up. It's like,
somebody else has said.
Yes, Riley.
Huh?
So one copy and paste.
I'll be right there. Did you get those names? Awesome.
I'll take my chances.
Wait, Mr. Schneider, I have a question though.
Yes.
Can we get a picture
Define.
from the internet?
Define.
Like a like an example of a Times Square. Will
Why
that
not
work?
use your own example?
Because that's not as cool.
I know, but it is something you'd be able to understand.
That's
and show
fair.
your understanding of.
My head hurts.
Shut up, Trevor.
I honestly don't know what to
So
do.
like,
My head
so I can't use
Mine doesn't
Hang on
open.
just a
Look
minute.
at
One of them.
this. This thing does, but this thing don't break it.
Wait, no, there's not an extra.
Scared the piss out of me there.
Do not change. Stupid. Oh, what?
Capital F and A.
Where are you going there, bitch?
So like I can't
We
use
only have.
I turned it like that, and I was like, oh, you want to turn it sideways?
I was.
Is she wondering why I graded something the way I graded
Thank
it?
you.
Mrs. Schneider, I have
Because,
wheels over there.
I literally looked about 40.
Stop talking. I hear my name 14 million times, but nobody ever gets to ask it because you're all so loud. All right? Here's the deal. If you are just simply going out to the web and copying somebody else's Punnett Square, are you truly showing an understanding of it?
No.
Can you copy it and then write? And then
Yes.
explain and explain and explain and
Yes.
explain all the parts. Can you do that all on one slide?
No.
Yes. And Brooklyn, work on your plan.
Not if you have to
Is it
follow
done?
666.
I know, but you're worried about your grade.
Of course.
That's why you're looking at your assignments from before, right?
No, I have my plan. I did it last night.
So what do you do then? Do you go on?
I'm glad.
Go on, build your presentation. Has he approved your plan? Have you approved your
No, I haven't
plan?
approved her
Don't
plan.
build it until you get it
I'll
approved.
go look.
I'm glad my parents don't make me get it.
Figures
Otherwise
come.
I can't get it.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
Hey, please don't go anywhere. I need your
I'm
help.
sorry.
Not trolled.
Okay, can't control my words. So I can do this and then make my own crest.
I should ask your mom, can I be?
What happened is, I think she can pull it out of her pocket.
I was the only one that
Well, she is an EMT, so yeah.
No! She carried out with
Maybe
her.
she drove the ambulance here.
Yeah.
No,
She
you
really
weren't
did.
working.
I
She
bet.
probably didn't even drive here, to be honest.
Where does it go?
That's good.
Yeah, she went to jail for what?
See, I'm like that. It could be like negative 40 degrees in the cities. You could do like get groceries.
Go to get groceries.
It's gonna be 48.
Then what are they called?
Always, no matter what.
So yeah, I would hope it's not negative 40 in South Dakota.
It has been if it was.
Is it really?
Did anybody take
Just say what? Why was I alive?
And I thought it was gonna be after I was
Genetic identification check.
I was practicing
You spelled it right.
Monday.
It's a genetic identification check.
Or it was a Tuesday.
Then it gives you different.
What is 50 up back?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
What if
you
it's
guys
not?
are shit horrible.
We did 50 up backs. Brooklyn County.
An allele is a
We were
chromosome.
doing basketball, like our
So
dribbling
there's the two
drills,
together.
and Mike is like, I'm dying. And you guys were just sitting there running.
It does. So planes.
And then so like, what'd you say? He said he's dying.
I don't know. I thought they were together.
What?
I'm just sitting there like, we can decide
No, I actually need to get this done. I
There's two
actually need help.
alleles that end up here.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Down here it says.
They're not always down here.
Everybody
They could
can.
be both, whatever.
Lotion.
And then
Yeah.
an allele is a chromosome.
Two alleles put together are a?
Product.
True.
That's a
Our
stupid.
pair
It's a
of
chromosome, right?
I hate
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But the one allele is like the dominant.
Trevor.
Not always.
Or, but it can be like, it's just one of the, it's either dominant or recessive.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't think there's incomplete, right? Those
I don't
There's
care.
incomplete dominance, yeah.
Yeah. But it's not, still
We're not
not
going there.
They're not anything in
Yeah,
There's not
but
a,
they're in between.
no, you're not understanding my question. They're either going to be dominant or recessive. Whether they're incomplete or not is another subset. But those are the only two things that are allowable. Is dominant or recessive. Could be incomplete dominant, could be incomplete recessive. But there's no other term that would be used
These ones
to
are
define a genotype.
they're old.
But that's still
He's
dominant.
got new thing.
That's my question.
Is one allele a chromosome? Where's that happen?
Is one allele a chromosome? You just told me what a chromosome was.
Two alleles.
Which one do I want to use instead?
One
Oh,
allele is
yeah.
half a chromosome.
It is. Two of them.
I don't know if you can, yeah, I'm not certain that they say it that way.
Where else?
One is snapped
I've just
like
never-
this
But it's
way,
part
and
of
one
I've
is
never,
the other way.
correct.
And then he holds the other ones in his arms.
Mrs.
Schneider, can I listen to
What are you
music?
doing?
No. I was looking at pictures of.
And he's a
No, you
farmer
gotta see
too.
this.
Mr. Schneider?
Savage.
Are we allowed to listen?
Savage.
Parker, you listen to music.
I think of Danny Boy. That's what I think of.
Oh my god. Daniel having beats.
What? Savage.
Heck no, they're too expensive. I don't have that kind of money. If I did, I wouldn't spend it on Butcher's listening. It's like,
Daniel, you're such
Why
a
haven't you
man.
bought a pair of beats yet?
Me?
Yeah,
Because I had to sell the Lincoln first.
fair enough.
If they're on
I don't
Did
know
you put it
about-
on Craigslist?
They say they did, but I can't ever find it on Craigslist.
If they're on.
What?
After this class, go on the Craigslist and look for my Lincoln.
What year is it?
96.
Alright. Alright.
Gino's
It's a Dodge, right?
Yep.
So where does this
I'm gonna see if anything comes up. 96 Dodge Lincoln.
Save.
Yeah.
So, like, you know how you have, like, two parent.
I don't even think I spelled it right.
Most married.
What is it called?
It's,
goes in there?
parent one and parent two.
Yeah.
The male's always on top.
The male is always on top. Sorry, Mr. Schneider, I started that and didn't get back to it.
Fun.
Mr. Schneider, I'm stuck.
No, you're not.
This stuff.
Yeah, look what I have for my plan.
This type.
I'm gonna cry.
I just can enjoy the blazer.
Gino
Or
hates
get
this.
So what's on top?
Buy the Lincoln page. God, man.
Yes. That's what I thought.
Where did
Right.
this?
Don't touch it. It's mine.
This here.
I will break your
Fine, then I want one that I like this.
Just pop.
That's all you.
Explaining what's in the bottom squares.
Okay, Joe?
Do you want us to turn it in like right here? But,
She like to have you and stand
And then the phenotype is the
Because
ratio.
those are not kids.
Phenotype is just like,
Even like 15 minutes.
it's like yellow.
Where do you dress
And then
this
the
so good?
phenotype is like the likeness of that working, like there's a 25%
Oh,
chance
she
of
doesn't
the
Looks like a T-bone, right?
She was in like what?
She wanted to take our pictures and then she had to put them back.
They're all just, they all.
I was going to, then I heard someone say they're
Is that really
Did anybody take a picture of the board last class period?
Yes, I took 3.
You did? Oh, thank God. Can you send them to me?
And me, same thing with the same.
Everybody want it?
Yes.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
send
send it at dinner.
Oh, thank God. I was like, cause like I remember what they were. It was just like the ratios and it was like the percents and I'm like,
Wait.
just send it. Phenotype is like the physical.
That's what they
Phenotype is
Like when we were doing
Oh,
the
from
front
this stuff here?
Oh,
Then
No, I thought you were talking about
mutters.
Young people, I just had this conversation with my juniors. You guys all have this unique inability to continue to work while you're talking. If you can talk and continue to work, that's one thing. But sometimes you guys all just stop what you're doing and then have your conversation. That can't happen.
And by sometimes she means almost
Almost always.
That's Trevor for you.
Okay? Work and talk at the same time. Don't do one over the other.
May I please have some?
Multitask, people.
I will, Jamin. That's what I told you, right? Okay.
That's how I remember
I'm looking at Haley. I'll be there in just a second. I'm looking at Brooklyn.
What's the jack make of a single tree?
Figure out where to get started
Where do
here.
you want to start? So,
I
Paige,
only started in
go to the front.
92 years.
Go to the front.
Why?
All right, Brooklyn. You have done a pretty decent job in here, but I don't see any whys. Why does this have to be first, and why does that have to be second, and why is there an and then?
You have to tell me all about
Why
Punnett
does
Squares.
it
Where
have
you
to
get
go
started.
third?
I know nothing.
I'm not gonna tell you because you don't know my build though.
It doesn't matter. Where would you start?
Phenotype is like
I would
explaining
start
like what's
with
inside.
It
like
is.
each box.
It is the
Actually, no, I would start with the definition.
result
Like
of
the
the
characteristics
phenotype.
they can. Yeah, but I
Gen-
can't say that.
and the
Why not?
genotype. The
I'm
phenotype
going to
is the
start by
result.
defining what a Punnett Square is.
Daniel did.
What a Punnett Square is.
Daniel
Why do
said
I have to
that.
say that if I?
Because you are planning.
I'll go with dominant.
What you guys want to do is you need to put down, I'm going to put down a definition, and then later on in the building, you want to define all that stuff. We're trying to get you to a point where if you design all of it, and have all that information right there, your build goes much, much
Put
quicker.
in junior high.
Do all the work up front. Did it turn out right? Okay. Now, this is what it's asking.
Are you a little sore from
So,
yesterday?
it
My
wants to
knees are
know
not
if
good.
it's going to be
My
white,
thighs are okay, my knees are not so good.
which box would you
The
pick?
phenotype is the result of the genotype.
By result, you mean,
Product.
and we measure that how?
Oh, bummer. Okay, let's try something else.
Yes, I know. How do we measure the
Try
phenotype?
another box.
I like the way you think, kid.
Nope.
How do we
Another box.
determine the
Try another
phenotype?
one.
Determine the phenotype.
There you go. Okay, now you can do your progress.
Your
All
hair
right,
and her
awesome.
hair are
So-
different. How do we know they're different?
You want to create buddies. So you create buddies.
It
Sorry,
is-
Google.
What you're doing is you're taking the mom and you're taking the dad, and you're putting
There you
their
go.
That's how I remember it.
hormones together.
Phenotype is
They're
physical.
genetics
Physical
together.
features.
You know, Punnett Squares. Do you remember how to do it?
How big the nose is,
Remember,
how
we're gonna
big
take
the
that
lips
letter
are.
over
Do
here,
they
and
even
that's
have
gonna
a
go
top
up there,
lip?
we're
Some
gonna
people
join.
don't.
So what are you gonna do?
Physical
They just
character.
have this part
There.
and then no
First
lips.
box.
What?
These are the
What'd she
physical
say?
characteristics
What lip?
of the genotype.
Sure.
There you go, good.
Go.
Now, the second.
How can you not have a top lip?
Well, he has
Ask the
much
knee.
less top lip than she does.
How?
But there,
And
you're doing
you
good
can
so
barely see my
far.
teeth
Keep going.
when I talk, because,
What do you think? Yeah? Give it a
There's
shot.
other people that have
Give
really
it a shot.
long, and then some people have really short, and those people that have a really short part right here, also usually have really
Wow.
short teeth and lots of
Thanks a
gums.
lot, Google.
yeah, it's really hard.
Thanks so much.
Casey, Zach.
You check
but
it out.
it's so easy to do. All you need to do is drive
All
your
right,
thumb.
so you
it's
just
shorter.
look in the Punnett Square box.
Just literally
Here's the
take
goal.
Because if it was long, no,
So your goal
nobody
right
would know.
there,
Do that.
You need to outrun predators, so we need
Aha.
something that's going to.
What top lip?
There you go.
Okay, so we're looking at.
Hunter, let me see.
I think part of it
Hunter.
is because of my cleft lip.
Let me see.
It should be slim.
I'm out.
Do it again.
One is slim. Which one's that?
Mr. Snyder, I'm confused on the ratio things. I didn't like write it down last class period. You know what I'm talking about, like with progress.
Does your plan include a phenotypic and genotypic ratio?
And the same thing, you're just continuing on.
What is
Gracie?
the ratio of?
I was gonna say, there's a ratio up on the board.
There isn't.
There it
Sure,
is.
there's two of them.
Well, that, but I'm not talking about that.
You know what a ratio is.
I know what a ratio is.
So what
I
is
hacked
a
my hat sheet.
Hunter.
I just like,
Yeah, Hunter.
I just can't remember.
Slacker.
Well, how do you think that phenotype is?
No, I don't want that.
Hunter's face.
Uh-oh, so we gotta look out where it's at here, so we can
Daniel.
put yes or no last.
Explain.
Come on.
We get the phenotype ones, but the genotype ones,
What about that
The
one?
genotype
or like, is it?
It's a little one.
makeup of a
Yeah,
single
so
trait.
this one, you have a big one and a little one.
Oh, phenotype is what you
has
can
a
see.
different thing.
Genotype
Something else.
is-
Genotype is
But I
a
don't
phys-
remember
is
how
the
that went.
is the genetic makeup of a single trait, and it's made up
With
of two
phenotype, you can do 1 out of 4.
No.
You can do 25%. You can do 1:4.
But what, how does that, how do
Sure, have you
I
ever gotten
decide,
Well,
like,
and you are supposed
because
to
I
now
understand
do
the feeder
phenotypes,
thing,
right? You are
Is that like
supposed to
what you
have-
would like?
but
The easier for example, if the bunny has dark
If
colored
we do
eyes,
a-
blue
Last
eyes,
year when I met
so we need black
Lee
eyes, so
Sandman,
the
me,
box over
Hunter,
here
and
that's
people
gonna
If we
have
do a
black
dominant
eyes,
recessive,
and two
Yeah.
right?
I'm not
both parents are
gonna
dominant.
No, thank you.
This 6x6 rule is stupid.
We took those and started kicking that around.
If we do that, what kind of offspring?
I can't draw.
It makes sense to me, but it also doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, try to get a different slide.
homozygous.
Did you get your?
I got you too.
I got
Still
it.
working on your plan.
No.
Both parents.
So do you
Can you
plan
be
plan?
quiet?
I don't know.
Tell me the genotype of
Keep
all
going.
of the
What are you
offspring.
gonna do? Is it, remember you bring one down,
Oh,
one across from the side.
Mr. Schneider, I didn't call.
I don't understand heterozygous and homozygous.
I just started doing it, I guess.
Well, keep working. I'll be right back, Jamin.
I just started doing it.
That's, he may make you change a few things in your plan.
Well, can I just do
Is
it?
your font
You
size
can
more
work
so you
until then,
follow
but I would
the
get him when he stops talking out there,
Okay.
just to ask him to approve your plan for you.
It could.
This says,
I want bullets.
What are you
Me?
doing? Yep.
Thinking of a plan.
You're doing nothing. What are you doing? You know, this is supposed to be in your.
we were talking. Yeah, I know, I'm just doing.
Alright, Gracie, there it is.
Dictionary.com.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, Haley.
I'm sorry, but Haley will have no
Genotypic ratio.
Christmas.
Haley's having no Christmas.
She was just trying to get a better grasp on the idea.
I'm still on my plan.
Yes.
Riley,
I
don't have mine.
understand what's the genome.
Here, we'll just go to this.
The genetic makeup.
Watch my graph. Write it down.
Oh,
And I'm not following the
And when you
program.
write down the genotype, what do you have to write down?
Riley,
I wanna go tie screen.
Riley,
Mr. Schneider, we do.
that SpongeBob one, I like
Take
mine.
genotype apart. Here you go.
What is your problem?
Thirty-two
Genotype.
versions.
I
I
don't
like
know
my
the
size.
6x6.
Type
Six down,
of
six
You
gene.
should get something
No
done.
more, no less.
Right?
Well,
Check
not
this
less.
out
Write
here.
down when you write
Oh,
the
yes.
genotype.
Yeah.
Write down the type of genes
But it's
that
just
show
for a
up
plan, we don't have to do it.
Boom.
in the offspring.
Plan is.
So I can read it.
No, plan
So
you
do
don't
a
have to.
genotype.
Yes.
What you
Where's
got?
your bill?
Actual thing.
Oh, it's my.
How
Add
is the
something
genome
to hide
type?
there.
How do you everything that
Hey,
shows
just
up?
wanted to see if you had
What do you
Snapchat.
mean, what?
I've heard the
That's
thing
you
you
taking
said,
your
but
plan and
yes.
you're actually going
Oh, we're making a PowerPoint
correct.
to describe.
Never mind, too.
Oh.
That's the
So,
genotype.
Did
Can I see?
you buy your iPhone?
So why are they bees?
Right there.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Why are they what?
Bees.
I had to buy this house.
So they always have to be bees for.
Well, listen then.
I am.
Well, then don't raise your
Oh,
I got
so
mine.
you didn't have to pay for yours.
That's what.
Okay,
No,
Mr.
we
Schneider,
gotta
you now
we
have a
switch
couple
over to
more
Verizon.
people who
Okay,
are
I don't know
listening
how much
who didn't
Do
listen
something.
yesterday.
I listened.
I
No,
listened
no,
yesterday.
crap when it
But
was
it's not
yesterday.
in my brain yet.
This,
What?
Why would you do
Alright,
such a
full
thing?
6x6.
The genotype.
Is your
Verizon's better.
Ah.
Cheaper.
Just in the stuff. In the actual.
Statistically, it's better.
The genotype
Go to
would
like
be like
Sprint or
You
something.
can't, you won't get it around.
It would be the type O gene, how many of which ones?
Too late to do
You
it.
take
Should I
one
flip it?
side and you flip it.
World's strongest man.
So
Good
it's
lift.
like, I haven't.
So we
With
have-
ratio, you know,
like you have the
what?
I just want an iPhone.
And then
Is the
Rose
ratio
got
of the
Brady doesn't
type
get paid.
makeup
But like, pew,
Do you know why he does?
good pew.
How'd you, oh, you had your old cider phone.
You're sitting here looking.
Don't you remember those days, Paige?
Looks like it's big enough. They're on your wall. It's just fun.
These could also be
I know,
written
but
That's
as
why it's starting to fight.
I'll give you a hint.
Or-
Presentations.
Sitting there using this.
But then what's the phenotype? Is that like, it'll have blue eyes or whatever?
The likely,
Like what, 6?
isn't that the highest likeliness?
Like the other
You
one.
can do the same thing
Yeah.
when you do the
I'm
phenotype.
pretty sure he's guessing. You could tell,
Oh, that
because,
ain't-
like, this chick was normal and this
What
chick
if you have
was
one sentence that's like
Homozygous
two words is bigger than 2?
It is.
Genotype, you
Let me finish real quick.
You don't have to.
So the phenotype would be
Paige,
like
stick a fork in this.
physical percent ratio.
I got zapped this morning by electric fence. Right in my knee.
Trevor, I'm gonna slap you if you don't shut up.
That's so cool, is it?
Daniel?
Did you see my knee?
Are you laughing at me?
How do you even
It
measure?
was right on my third knee.
Trevor!
Buy me a new one.
So if you have 30 grams
I know, buddy.
Slap him.
Oh,
Slap
I'll
him.
trade you.
Slap him. Slap him.
You know, I'm helping Parker right now. I'll be right there. Go sit with you.
He didn't even like make an attempt to grab it, so I stole it from him.
Huh?
He didn't even make an attempt to grab it.
One out of 4 short.
Is it telling you what's wrong? Is it telling you what's wrong?
Yeah, still can. Right in the forehead.
Hit him again. Hit him
Not
as
in
hard
my
as you
forehead.
can.
Not in my forehead.
Ratio
Why?
doesn't matter, it's math, we're all the same. What matters is that you get the Punnett square done right, and then you get the information pulled out. Sure.
Do you need another one? Because
Is
you're gonna
that
take one.
enough
We'll talk
to
about
explain it
what else goes in there.
to a 7th grade moron?
Can I take a picture?
Revealing is good.
Big X and a
That
big
worked
Y.
great,
What would
didn't
you
it?
put,
Is that gonna work for?
you need the big X, the big X is right. Is that a capital Y or a little y?
You're working for
I'm
10th grade,
starting.
but some of them
It's a
are
capital, right?
not that
Big
bright
X, so you
and
need
didn't
the
pay
big
attention
X.
in 7th grade.
Big X,
I'm
it's not a
gonna
capital.
see go get his beats. And
That's
then
really
he'll
overbearing.
come back.
And you get a capital Y.
Right.
How about over that one?
Now this one down here isn't either, because remember you're taking one from the top, and you're taking one from the side.
What?
You're just awkwardly staring at her.
He told me something.
But you didn't pay attention to it. He's all good.
What?
Actually, I did listen.
Use more words.
Yeah, but
One
he's
week
okay.
ago.
That letter right there.
4, 5,
No,
6,
we were
7.
talking about how you
1 week ago.
Don't look for one 12-letter word to do it all, because you're not talking to a college professor.
Hey, wait.
I was in my
Talking
corner.
to
do work.
a moronic
and then
Haley, what's up?
come back.
Can I?
Trevor, I bet I've done more work than you have.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah?
ask those.
Yeah.
Send that to me.
Where's your plan?
I
It's
already
always better to use
submitted that.
shorter
But-
words
Oh, like that.
and shorter
My
sentences
phone's stupid.
other than longer sentences.
Prove it to you. See? Waiting.
That,
Fucking.
is it a good plan?
Yeah. That's better than your plan.
I bet.
What was I
There
gonna
you go.
say?
Yeah.
One sentence. Mine's like 3 slides.
Yeah? But you didn't run into a wall yesterday.
Hey, who did it?
Can I use like
Who did it? Your mom?
No, actually, I just did it today.
Alright, Dave.
No, my mom only does Carson's homework. Not mine.
That's my parents do my homework.
I know, right?
basically
Must be rough to be Carson.
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm crappy Santa Claus.
Paid you on
There's
Christmas
one.
tree.
You have one. Good. Okay, remember, this isn't a T, it's gonna be a little F.
I just,
Damn.
Little one.
See, this one.
No.
What are you doing?
Keep going,
go
look at that.
today.
No one make sure it's spelled.
You can underline it in orange.
I didn't go today.
If I didn't believe it.
Just right click on it.
Trevor?
So,
I'm just happy for the start with.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so it's Gracie.
Slap him. Slap him. Slap him.
I
Slap
don't even
him.
know what's on your
It's like just normal stories if you want to take it.
I would slide.
I'd slap your face.
Do it. No balls. Do it. See what happens.
The two dogs, the phenotypes of the two dogs. that
I'm
you can
planning.
sample in your
Oh, I bet.
Well, those are two lowercase
You
m's.
gonna fight about it?
No, they're not lowercase, what are they?
I didn't order that meal, okay? You
Hey,
ordered that
It
meal.
was darn good already. It was worth it.
What?
Scientific name of lowercase m.
Let me and Darby's
This
missing.
has a scientific name for a capital M.
What was it?
lowercase m.
Oh, thank
It
you.
was like
You made
I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
He
it was
told
like the brisket or something. Best smokehouse brisket.
Tyler was like, Mason, what'd you order? This food. I was like,
That's every possible genetic combination for the offspring.
And then this is the most likely
the
compared.
guy
No,
spilled
that's
butter
every
or French
possible
stick. One of the
outcome.
two when he was so
You're a product.
If I
funny.
cross
What
two
did
Native
you drink
Americans,
that?
what color hair am I gonna
Why do you, like,
get in the
drink it?
offspring?
I'm not certain it's
Oh no,
scientific.
horsey sauce.
Yeah.
Die.
He moons.
If I cross two Native Americans, I'm gonna get black hair and brown eyes. Every time. Why every time?
I'm not even listening to you anymore.
Because they both have
Fine, you tell her, Mason.
Paige.
And neither one of them, if they're
Type in something.
truly Native American and not part, if they're
Wondering if you
completely Native
noticed that.
American, they're gonna have
Jamin, I'll
a
be right
black
there,
hair,
kiddo.
a
I'll be
allele
right there.
from
Just go
mom
sit at your
and a
computer
black
for
hair
a
allele
second.
from dad. So all they can give to their kids is black haired alleles. So if you have two Native American parents, all the Native American kids are gonna have black hair and brown hair. Every last one of them.
That doesn't. I just don't get the difference between a genotype and a phenotype.
So
give somebody fun.
when you get a brown-haired Native American kid, what do you know about their
I'll do
genes?
it. Don't have enough money to buy another bag of chips.
And they're making fun.
If they
Oh
have
yeah,
brown
I'm
hair,
a big fan.
Didn't even listen to
they
that
have
either.
Oh my god,
at least one white person in their lineage.
And then when we
Somewhere.
go back, the first thing I did was went right to the back.
Take out it.
You ever see a brown-haired black
I know where
kid?
Kennedy lives.
Slow down.
You see a blue-eyed or a green-eyed black kid?
Yeah.
Are they 100% black?
No.
No. You know there's some white in their genes somewhere. That's what we're talking about. The phenotype, the thing that you can see on the outside, tells you something about the genes on the inside.
Huh?
So they're completely
Can I borrow
related.
GTA 5 from you, dude? I'll
If
bring
we
you
cross
around that
a
water
white
tomorrow
guy
if you let me borrow
and a
GTA 5
native girl,
tomorrow.
It doesn't have a
are we
case.
gonna get a black-haired kid?
Well,
Are we
I
gonna
guess
get a black-haired kid?
I don't play that much.
Black is
realized
recessive.
I played with math.
So unless that white guy has black hair,
Excuse me, Patty.
there's a pretty good chance we're gonna get a brown-haired kid.
Why do you take forever to shut down?
I think I'm done with my plan. Mr. Schneider, can you call a sibling and offspring?
A what?
Two plants together and they
Yeah.
new, is it an offspring?
Yeah.
Is it I define a Punnett square chart that gives you the three possibilities that
No!
of a productive
That was like something out of a cartoon.
I just linked that. That was awesome. I just
Oh. Yep.
It's already
Punnett
signed,
Square
Jamin.
Games. It's already signed. That one's
Mr.
done.
Parker Daly.
What?
Take your head off.
You have math, biology, and English.
What's English?
Current events.
You're so
And that's done. Mary signed
Well,
that
crappy
one too.
Santa Claus. I'll break
guys
into
did
your
put your
house.
chairs
I think
back.
you might be done. Is that all your classes? Okay. If that's all your classes, then you're done.
Yeah.
Current events article. Did you do something with current events?
I'm not a current events teacher for you. That's Mrs. Feenstra, isn't it?
That's what you wrote though. Current event article.
Oh, I'll deal with that last hour, kiddo. When we're in English, I'll show you what you need to do. Last hour during English, I'll show you what you need to do. Okay? Yes. Say it again. Yeah, the last one, that current event article, I'll show you during English. Okay? Thank you, Alex.
No problem.